Wow, that was so well said. I really, really appreciate that. Could you share a little bit with us the movements that take place between the brain and the microbiome and the breathing and how that connects us to almost being superhuman?
Mm. Well, one thing I would say about that is the connection between oxygen and cells.
Yeah.
Um, when you breathe correctly, you are let's call it optimizing the oxygen in your body. You know, as you know, Ed, and possibly I would imagine your listeners do, because I would imagine whoever's been on here, they've probably at some point mentioned that you don't want to use this too much. You want to use your conch. There's a reason why this is on your face. And there isn't a receptor. We don't have a receptor in our mouth to tell the body what to do with oxygen. We only have it behind the nose. So we do need to use our nose more. We know that. You can use your mouth for certain practices, and they will create a stress, and that can be an energetic experience. But in the main, we want to use this. But isn't it interesting when you improve the oxygen uptake into the system, and thereby are better able to move that oxygen into the tissues where you need it? Those that are, let's say you've got certain cells, obviously, in your microbiome, one of them being phagocytes that go around and eat up bad bacteria. Let's say the cells in your body all over aren't working correctly because you're not breathing correctly. They're not getting enough oxygen. Cells require oxygen to function.
Mm-hmm.
So that alone will tell you that if your cells are not getting enough oxygen, then you could end up with a gut issue simply by not breathing correctly. And I don't think many doctors know that. I don't think many doctors of the Western, I'm not an expert, but I just don't think they factor that in. They don't, when they're advising their patients, then they're probably saying, take this supplement. You need to eat the right foods. But what they could also say as an extra intervention, learn to breathe properly, and you're going to get those cells working optimally.